Mic check. We are live. We are good to go. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Well, maybe not. Maybe not really. We've actually been doing a little uploading, right? So you can't say it's been a minute, but it's been a minute since we've done a live stream. So welcome back, everybody. Shy Sox fans in the house. Notification squad. He's first. Yes. I remember when that was a thing a long time ago. First. Like, comment first. Anyway, so we got some game fives, guys. Game 5 extravaganzas here tonight. Should be a fun one. I am thinking, because there's 3 games on tap, that's quite a bit of games to do, right? That's 3 games to do. That's technically 3 hours. About every recording usually lasts about maybe an hour to 20. An hour, 20 minutes. You know, close games, good pitching matchups, and all that. Maybe even some offensive shootouts. Like, we usually stick to about an hour and 20 minutes. That's just me knowing, like, the average of looking at my Elgato capture card and seeing, like, the runtime of the recording. So if you look at that, an hour and 20 minutes, the AL side should technically take you 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, yeah, basically 3 hours for 2 games. So what we're going to do is we are going to go a little bit quicker, and it might not be fair to Washington or Minnesota or Michigan and Vegas and Carolina, Orlando. It might not be fair if we're going to kind of cut their game 5 short a little bit, but I know we want to really get through the divisional series. We want to get into the championship series and just move on, right? We want to get this season 8 done and over with. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we will be doing more of the style that we had been implementing for the All-Star games and like opening day stuff. And we're going to go the first 3 innings, sim the next 3, and then play the next 3 after that. So 3-3-3, that's how we're going to run it. So channel points up for grabs here tonight. I would like to know, it's just going to be kind of a one-size-fits-all type thing. Which series, which game at number 5 will have the closest margin of victory? So you basically get three opportunities here. You don't have to pick the winner, but just tell me which series is going to have the closest margin of victory. And that's actually going to be worth 300 channel points. And that's a lot of channel points. And the only reason for that is because it's very hard. You've got 3 series to choose from. And so how that would work would be like, if I think Michigan's going to beat Vegas in game 5 and I think they're going to win by 1 run, that's the one I'm going to pick. That's the closest margin of victory. Same thing here for Washington, Minnesota. If, like, let's say I picked Washington, Minnesota, and, you know, Carolina, Orlando, Carolina wins by 2, and Michigan, Vegas wins by 5. Washington, Minnesota wins by 1, right? 1 run's the difference. That had the closest margin of victory. So let me know in the live chat what you think that answer is going to be. And without further ado, let's just go right into it, guys. We've got... Let's see what we got. We got to do Carolina and Orlando first, no matter what happens. So this game cannot be simmed. So we got Cheltenham and Berger going up against each other here in game number 5. So put your pick in the live chat here. Sports Game and Josh has already done it. I believe Orlando, Carolina will have the closest margin. And it's going to be a little bit tougher because we do have the 3 innings played, 3 innings simmed, and then 3 innings played, right? So we'll see. Shy Sox fan says Michigan, Vegas with the +1 differential. I do have the Sunday night football game in the background, just FYI, because my fantasy matchup is a little on the ropes. So I gotta... I'm kind of turning around just a little bit to see like where are we at here. So don't mind me. Eddie Pinheiro, the kicker's got a 40-yarder, a 50-yarder, and an extra point. That's worth 10 points. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. You would think that I'm up 227 to 175, so I'm basically up like 50 points. But this guy's got St. Brown on the other side. Aiden Hutchinson and Anzalone. So we do have defensive players in my league. So basically 3 players to my kicker. And that's it. 227 to 175. Up by 52 would be the number. 52 points. I think I should get it. I think I got it. But in this league, one huge day from a receiver and you're toast. You're toast. All right, let's get into it, guys. We've got Carolina, Orlando. Dry Sox fan says FanDuel user. Gotcha. Hey, starting the game off, we've got Kingston Monster here with a base hit. Always love the aesthetic of this matchup. We got the white, green, orange for the Orlando Sun Sox, and then the Blue Sox with the Carolina blue, the gray uniforms. A little bit lighter on the lighter side of the gray uniforms, but very classy look for the Blue Sox here. Christian Gamer's in the house. Nope, you can definitely still bet. So I don't know if you caught it there, David, but the channel points contest that we're offering here tonight, we've got the 3 series, all in game 5, so it is winner take all. Which series do you think is going to have the closest margin of victory? I mean, technically, theoretically, actually, theoretically, if Michigan Vegas goes 5-run deficit, 5-run margin, and Carolina Orlando, some team wins by 6, and on the NL side, somebody wins by, well, you get what I'm saying, I think. You could have the lowest margin of victory be like 5 runs. If somebody wins by 10 or somebody wins by like 8, somebody wins by 5, the smallest margin of victory would be that 5 spot. That's crazy, right? That's the extreme example. But now let's say that everybody tied, right? So Carolina wins by 1, Vegas wins by 1, Minnesota wins by 1. If everybody tied, then everybody's getting points. So, because I'm not doing a tiebreaker at that point. So we got a base hit here. Henry Castilla's up after a strikeout. Berger hitting 102. That's what's crazy to me. Hitting 102. I don't think I've seen him hit triple digits like that. I know he can hit 100, but 102? He's really firing up. Reaching back. Christian Gamer's got Michigan Vegas. I still need to make my pick. I don't really want to pick Minnesota Washington to have the lowest margin of victory. I think I'm going to go Carolina Orlando. I think that's going to be the smallest margin of victory. Good pitching matchup. Sheltonham and Berger. 3-1 to Castilla. That's a 99-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees. Ooh, 3-2 pitch. This is changeup, just missing outside. He definitely wanted him to chase. Didn't offer at it. So how are you guys doing? Haven't done a live stream in a little bit. Yeah, when we get to the off season, I'll definitely swap their primary and secondary colors, because that scoreboard gets to me every single time. I hear you, Christian Gamer. So it was, I think I fixed LA. Or was it Seattle? It's one of the two. Seattle or LA. They both got the white. Somebody was fixed where I think LA turned back to red, and I just don't remember. Oof. Oh, nasty pitch right there. Good spot by Berger. 97 on the black. Umpire could have gone the other way. It was a close pitch. With the threat. Carolina's got a threat. Mitchell Quick, 375 in the postseason. Ooh, good pitch to hit here. Line drive, center field. Caught. Inning over. Berger gets out of the jam, and we go to the bottom of the first as Joe Cheltenham takes the mound. 5 innings in his last appearance, his 1 start of the postseason. 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Whip is respectable. And Giuseppe Ferrari steps in hitting 188, so he will definitely be looking to change that. I'd be looking for a bunt possibly here. Lefty-righty matchup. Pull a little Kingston Monteser out on everybody. Of course, with Ferrari struggling 188, maybe he does decide to lay one down. 2 strikes, that's probably not going to happen here after that change. Swinging on through it. Cheltenham working quick, working fast. 0-2. See if that sub 200 hitter is going to swing at that. And slider again, possibly. Nope. Fastball, 96. So when that happens, you know that as a fan, you can look at Giuseppe Ferrari and say, like, man, you know what? He's just really not, he's not comfortable right now. Not comfortable up there. Swinging through the changeup. Late on the fastball. Can't do much right now. Just reading the comments here. Josh says, doing good. Good. Christian Gamer, a couple of my close friends eloped on Thursday. All right. Everybody seems busy then. Oh, just foul. Just foul. Well, congratulations to your friends, Christian Gamer.
Nope, that's down. Ball 4.
Marriage is a big commitment. Got to be ready for it. Oh, double play? Wow, so close. Marshall Langston, good swing on the baseball. Line drive to first, but can't double off Lederman, who drew the walk. So Cheltenham, 12 pitches through the first inning. Gets the strike call. Man, that was right at the top corner. Fields has got some power. You got to watch out for him. Taking off, running. Letterman's there. Stealing a bag. Okay. But down 0-2, you got to be looking slider, I think. Slider inside. No. Fastball, 98. Maybe, just maybe, Grayson Fields was looking for that slider, and he got the fastball, and he can't pull the trigger. 98 miles an hour inside the hands, you can't pull the trigger. It's impossible. So we go to the top of the second here. Berger gives up the line drive, base hit to Jim Wilga. Man, this dude continues to hit in gameplay. I feel like Ferrari could have gotten to that ball. Probably should have made a play on it. Christian Gamer says, yep, guess where they're moving? Hint, he's in the Coast Guard. San Diego. That's a base hit there for David Gonzalez. Rounding second, probably headed for third. No, Wilga stays put. Maybe. potentially could have gotten there with that off-balance throw. Ohio? Well, you know what? As a Michigan guy, nobody moves to Ohio. People move out of Ohio. Just kidding. People could say the same thing to Michigan. Nobody moves to Michigan. At least not anymore. Winners suck. Economy stinks. Nobody moves to Michigan. I can't really throw my state under the bus though. Like the Michigan summers here, man, they're awesome. They're awesome. Can't get any better. People think of summer, they think of the sun, they think of the heat, you know, they think of Florida, California, you know, summer. I'm like, you want to deal with that humidity and all that heat? Be my guest, man. Michigan's where it's at, dude, in the summer. Lakes everywhere. Parks that are dedicated to all that. Like, you could go camping anywhere. Lakes anywhere. Beaches. West Michigan's awesome, too. Grand Rapids. Holland. West side of the state. Lake Michigan. And it, you know, you might have a couple of mid-90 days, but other than that, you know, you're sitting around high 80s, low 90s in the summer. Gets a little hot, gets a little humid sometimes, but, you know, it's awesome, dude. Shy Sox fan, just like Chicago minus the... Whoa. Yeah, well, man, Chicago's tough because, I mean, it's a great city. Chicago's a great city. Like, if I had to pick, and it's coming from a Michigan person, right? But if I had to pick Chicago or Detroit, ooh, that's tough, man. That is very, very tough. Chicago or Detroit? I don't know. Like, Shy Sox fan, would you feel more comfortable in Chicago at night or Detroit? I gotta hear it from you, because I don't feel safe in Detroit at night. Coming home from Tigers games or something, or Red Wings games, I don't know, man. You get some interesting people on the side of the street. But I will say, knock on wood, I've never had an issue. Never had an issue in downtown Detroit. It's more, I guess downtown Detroit's fine. It's the problem comes in when you make a wrong turn. Okay? Like, there's a lot of one-ways and whatnot. You make a wrong turn in Detroit, you're starting to get into some sketchy parts of town.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
Now, and I went down to Chicago for work. One time. I've been to Chicago once, but it was literally downtown Chicago. Like, walked the bridge, saw the river. It was in March, actually, so we didn't get to see it turn green for St. Patrick's Day, but I don't know. I thought this. I mean, it just felt more legit than Detroit. I don't know. It just felt more legit.
Inside, ball 4.
I've never been to Detroit. Well, here in Chicago, depending on what part of the city, it's okay. Yeah, I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like Detroit and Chicago are pretty similar in that respect. Ooh, that should be a base hit there. Manny Mateo, deep drive to right center. That's going to get all the way to the wall. He's going to score another run. Another run, I mean the only run. Bottom 2 outs. Lefty-righty matchup. Manny Mateo comes through with a single. So there's your margin of victory right there. If it holds serve, it'd be a 1-run margin of victory. But yeah, like during the day, going to the shops, walking the streets, like Chicago just felt bigger. It felt, I don't know, it just felt more legit than Detroit. So it's tough. It's a tough call for me. Probably because it was so new to me too. All right, Ryan Berner strikes out swinging, but Manny Mateo gets it done. Going the opposite way. Nice job. Shy Sox fan says, I'm not going to be out at night on South or the West Side. Yeah, it's like, what is that, you know? Can't we all just get along? Why do we have to cheat people, you know? Violence, cheat people. Can't we all just like live together? And would it be stressful? It'd be more stressful to be a criminal. What do you think? It's more stressful to be a criminal than just to do the right thing. Live the right way, man. It's not hard. It's easy. It might be easy for me to say, though, you know, in my privileged lifestyle. We have to understand where the criminals are coming from. That's the new age take. We have to be more understanding of where the criminals are coming from. All right, top of the third.
Nope, that's inside.
I think you'd be safe out in Orlando in GGBL universe. There's no one here
Ball, that's
in or around the stadium that would cause any problems. There's just a happy-go-lucky fan base. Oh, Giuseppe, nice day. Way to recover. It's a good recovery. I agree, Christian Gamer. I agree. No crimes in the GGBL universe, exactly. This is like utopia. Oh my goodness. Deep drive to right, but look who's there. I mean, this guy, Giuseppe Ferrara, made one of the most insane catches you've ever seen. This GGBL season has been really fun, actually. A lot of great defensive plays, a lot of drama in the postseason. It's been enjoyable for sure.
There you go.
That might be trouble, though. 2 outs, deep drive. Mitchell Quick going all the way to the wall, but look who's there. Oof. That was scary. That was scary, but Orlando survives, and we will go to the bottom of the third. Hopefully try to tack on some more runs here. So again, just a reminder, top of the fourth, we will be getting into quick manage.
Too high. Ball.
We'll be simming 4th, 5th, and 6th inning. We'll be getting into the 7th. Try to zoom on through as much as we can. Yeah, yep, that's the one I'm remembering right there. The dive from the All-Star game. Insane catch. Hopefully the Gold Series lines up well. You know, and it's going to be fun to see something different, too.
Ball, 1 strike.
Like the good boys not being in it. Officially the first season of gameplay that we don't have the good boys in the Gold Series. Little fly ball. Looked a little deeper than it really is out there in left field. Wall is pretty short. The dimensions are kind of short out there in left field.
Now batting, number 17.
Curveball's looking snappy there for Cheltenham. Sports Gaming Josh, no Phoenix, no Richmond. A ton of teams looking for their first true shot at it. Yep. I'd have to go back and look at the pinned comment as to the history of the past winners and whatnot, but definitely this would be Orlando's first crack at it, since they are the Philadelphia flight being moved over to Orlando. Cheltenham gets the strikeout. Also got the leadoff hitter Ferrari. That is the 4th K now for Cheltenham. And you just look across this lineup here for the Sun Sox. You got 188 for Ferrari. That's since gone down since he's now 0 for 2. 187 for Marshall Langston. I think that's the reason why Carolina is in this game. Orlando has had a very tough time scoring runs and putting the ball in play. But yeah, I'd have to go back and look at the pinned comment. But yeah, to the gameplay point that you guys are making there in the chat, like Washington would be the only team left to potentially make it for the second time in gameplay. Historically, I'd have to go back and see, like, as far as canon goes, like who's made it in the past. But Langston flies out, easy 1-2-3. And like I said, we will now go into simulation here with Wilga, Gonzalez, and Riddle up to bat. We'll take over Orlando because they are leading. We'll get into quick manage here and go to, I think it's fast forward, right? Yeah. Got it. Yep. Next inning. Ooh, home run. Who hit that? So Mateo's 1 for 1. We already know that. He had that RBI. It was Silverías Barreto. Solo home run. 2-0 lead. So that was the 4th. We'll go to the 5th. Nice. All right. 6th. We got a double for Castilla. Fly out single. Double. We got runs scoring, guys. Wow. A ton of action happening in that 6th inning. Woo! Carolina, 3 runs scored in that inning. But Orlando comes back and fires up a 2 spot. So we're top 7th now. And I got to look at that game log to see, like, what the heck happened there. In the 6th inning, Castilla doubled. Castro walked. Mateo flied out. Wilga flied out. Gonzalez grounded to the left for a single. Nobody scored. Everybody advanced, though. Riddle doubled to right. Castilla scores. Castro scores. 2-run double. No, 3-run double. Wow. 3-run double in the top of the 6th. Then you had Lederman walking. Langston homered. A 2-run homer. Wow, dude. All right. So here we go. So that's that 1-run differential right now. 1-run differential in the top of the 7th. It's going to get dicey right now. Off of Bones, Mikey Porter can possibly make this play. Not in time. Mondeser's just a little too quick. Yeah, that doesn't. You never like to see it. But MLB The Show never takes anybody out anymore. He's fine. Carolina's got a shot here. Nope, they keep playing this game where they're going to pitch out and do all that. It's not working. Base hit. D-Will. Man, look at the former good boys. Look at the former good boys. Coming up clutch. Oh, Christian Gamer's got it. Carolina's made 4, 1-1. Washington's made 5, 1-4. San Fran twice, 1-2. Oh, here's a little ground ball. Double play? Nope. Got to make the throw to first. Wow, okay. So, tough spot now for the Sun Sox. You've got the number 4 hole hitter, Edmundo Castro. 4 RBIs in the postseason. Bones got to make a decision here. Yep, they are going to intentionally walk Castro to load the bases. I don't necessarily disagree with this call, but it's 4-3. Like, you got the lead. It's not like you're trying to hold them down. But you've got Mitchell Quick. He's 3 for 7 in the series. But now you got a righty-lefty matchup, so I don't really, really love this. You're shooting for a double play ball. You're hoping that Bones is going to be able to get this. You've got Castro, Wilson, and Monster, so some speed on the other side of the infield. And if we look at Mitchell Quick's numbers here, 87 contact against righties, 77 power against righties. So he's definitely better against right-handed pitchers, and that's who he's got in this matchup. So I don't really love the decision here, but we'll see. Are they going to get it? You got to go 4. No! What are you doing? Bones throws it away. It's 5-4. 2 runs are going to come home. Make it 3. It is 6-4 Carolina. What are you doing? That's the second time in this series that he's done that. That is the second time in this series that he has done that. He's overthrown first base. Oh, no. You got the double play that you wanted. You got the double play that you wanted. Dude, flip it. Underhand flip it. You could go 4, and then Barreto is going to, Barreto is going to get that guy out at first. You know he is. Like, you flip that to 4, then you try to turn it at 1, and you get a double play. And if you don't, you live to fight another day. But instead, it is now a 2-run lead for Carolina. Wow. Not only wrong base, but bad throw. That is horrible. Sun Sox choking this series away. I mean, anything can happen in the GGBL, right? Anything can happen. Orlando might come back, but, dude, you're spot on. You're spot on, Josh. You got to go 4. That's where you need to go. He was, what? He was maybe, I can't even really gauge it. What do you think, like 10 feet away? He was 10 feet away from home. Flip it to your catcher. Wow, man. Oh, base hit. Line drive, base hit. That's going to score another run. I mean, shortstop made a heck of an effort right there to try to get the glove on it, but that's a base knock. Jim Wilga continues to rake, and I want to see just how close that was. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it wasn't really close. Dostan Taj Mahal. Yeah. It's hard to get a gauge on it. He was just a little bit, a little bit off. I mean, he made a heck of an effort. Like, look how hard he went high. Like, how high he went up, how hard he went at it. Oh, man. Is that going to cost him? Probably. The error. So, remember the rules of this sim. The minute that it's a 5-run lead, we let it just go to sim, right?
The batter, the third baseman, Danny Riddle.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Sports Gaming Justice. All right, offense. We need some oomph. So right now, the margin of victory would be 3. And we'll see what happens in the other 2 games here, but it could get more widened out.
Number 41.
Keelan Okoye.
Nope, that's a ball.
I don't know, man. It's kind of depressing a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just a little depressing. Is it my fandom? Like I want Orlando to win this,
That's a ball.
or is it the fact like that's how they're gonna lose? I feel like it's the latter. I mean, it was a pretty good game up until that point. You know, he had that 6th inning in sim where everything went back and forth, and then that happens. You know, hurts. Sports Game Just says Carolina is surprising me, doing pretty good. They are a little surprising here. Yep. Couple more outs away from an NLCS appearance to take on the Atlanta Sting. So yeah, no matter what happens, somebody from the NL East is going to go to the Gold Series. So so even without Richmond, the NL East continues to be represented in the Gold Series. No matter what happens here, Atlanta is in to the championship series, and whoever wins this one will take them on. It's just kind of funny. The league cannot get a break from the NL East. Gelman gets a K on Taj Mahal. Manny Mateo coming up here. Double single with an RBI. Looking for a homer. Looking for a triple. Running out of at-bats to do that, though. Could that be a triple? Nope. Of course not. Mondes's there. Makes a nice play. Cutting that baby off. Manny Mateo does play center field, so, you know, he's got some speed. A little bit of speed. Manageable speed. Ryan Berger in the 9-hole. Can he bring his boys back in it? Mateo's running. He's taking off. Will go the throw down. Not in time. So you got a man in scoring position now. Berger's got to put a good swing on this. Try to get this 7-5. Maybe 7-6. Pull it within a run. On a 1-1 count, you want to be a little cautious here. Don't be overly aggressive. There you go. All right, so 2-1. Now you've earned the right to be a little bit more aggressive. You've got that 2-ball, 1-strike count. You're thinking strike. You're ready for it. You want to give this a drive. Oh, and there it is. So he changed it up on you. Slider. Was thinking fastball. Now he's back in the driver's seat a little bit here. Doesn't want to miss, but he will try to trick you. Oh, there you go. Fastball. Is that going to score the run? Mateo is going to round third, head for home. Offline from the cutoff man. It's 7-5. Ryan Berger. Good at bat right there, Ryan Berger. Look at that, right down Broadway. The high pitch, but you got to put swing on it. Good swing on it, man. Put a good swing on it. Another stolen base opportunity here. Throw down. He got him, and that one, that might have cost him, guys. Berger trying to steal a bag.
That's in. Ball 2.
I guess it makes sense because Ferrari's been really struggling. You don't want to ground out and do a double play. But now you got bases empty. Christian Gamer. Are you saying you just realized it because I said it, or I said it like maybe 5 minutes ago? Sports Gaming Justice, and just when I want to praise my custom. Yeah, no kidding. So if you guys picked Carolina, Orlando, that margin of victory looks to be 2 right now. Christian Gamer says, no, I didn't even hear you say that. Yeah. So I guess we're on the same wavelength. 10 hits for Carolina. And they got the top of the order coming up here. Top of the 8th. That's a strike, dude. You went.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strike. Yeah.
Can they get there? Oh, Lederman, make the throw, baby. Oh, Modester beats out another infield single. Dude, his speed is killer. So you know he's going to go. Especially with that, McDonald's got a really long windup. He's in the stretch. Oh, little check swing. Oh, are you kidding me? Fields, the big first baseman, can't make the throw. Tried to Derek Jeter that thing. I mean, great read by Mondesir. He had to get back to the bag. It was in no man's land. But it works out. D-Will with the check swing. Finds its way to be fair. And now you've got speed on the base paths with both of these guys. You might be able to double steal here. Might be able to be a little aggressive with the number 3 hole hitter up here. Nobody down. That one's ripped foul. Got him on a 1-2. I might think about it right here. He's not throwing a fastball. Nope, he did. 2-2. 2-2 slider. 2-2. I mean, you don't want to pull it either. So this, as a hitter, you can kind of eliminate some things. Is he really going to throw a slider 2-2? I mean, if he misses his spot, pass ball. Yeah, he did. And he missed pretty wide, too. Full count, ground ball, foul. Oof. Borderline. I mean, the hitter thought it was borderline, but it was right there. Orlando just trying to survive, get a little double play here. That'd be huge for them. But you got to go to the right bag. That was a good pitch to hit. Castro was not ready for that slider. And then he threw it to him again. That's an excuse me swing. Oof. How do you take that? Popped him up. Got to get there. Mateo. Got it the whole way. All right. Still 2-run lead. Mitchell Quick 0 for 4. Good hitter. Remember, we know that he loves hitting against right-handers. He grounded out. Actually, they gave him an RBI for it, but it should have been that double play off of Bones Delgado. So we'll see if he can put a better swing on it this time. Extend that lead out. Oof. We're going the other way there, but that's okay. Take a strike. Be ready for this one. Yep, got a good pitch to hit. Didn't do anything with it, though. Quick grounds out. McDonald gets out of the jam, and Sun Sox will now take on Paul Niebley. This was a dude that pitched for the Boston Revolution for a time. Yep, Boston. He was a guy that was mostly a holds dude and did not get much of a chance to save out games, close out games. And that one's not going to do it. Daniel Lederman there with a line drive out there to Kingston Monitor. Dude, he's just such a good center fielder. Christian Gaynor. Carolina going to be the new Richmond. Expect him to be wild card at best. Then gets his 7 Gold Series in a row. Oh, man. I don't know. It could be Atlanta, right? I mean, Atlanta's got a ton of customs, too. They're young. They seem to have it figured out. Got good pitching. That dude, the NL East is actually loaded. Like, let's be honest here. Carolina doesn't have a ton of customs, but they got some really good players. But Orlando's loaded with custom players. Atlanta's loaded with custom players. So it just doesn't really stop. Doesn't stop. There's another play out there for Monster. He's got that one. 2 outs. Orlando's running out of opportunities here. They got 4 outs left in the ballgame. Josh says Atlanta's been knocking on the door for a while. Now they have the core to fight for it. It's just the right time. I agree. All right, end of the 8th. We'll go to the top of the 9th. Carolina has a chance now to extend the lead as they did in the last inning, but they got Shea Gallo to face off. Christian Gamer says, yeah, I was going to say Atlanta, but I chose Carolina because I know they annoy you. 1, I know they annoy you. And 2, they remind me of the last 3 years of Richmond. Yeah, good. They get good pitching and timely hitting. Makes sense. I can follow along with that train of thought for sure. So Gallo's job is just to make sure that we don't get to 3, 4, 5 run lead. Just shut this thing down right now. Give yourself a fighter's chance. 3 outs to get 2 runs for Orlando. Maybe we'll see some magic.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
There's a drive. David Gonzalez going the opposite way, but Langston is there. Makes the grab. We got 2 outs. Danny Riddles, 1 for 3 with the 3 RBI double. So he's shown some pop in this one. He shows some pop in gameplay too. We've seen him pop off. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, Josh. 2 runs for the GGBL. It's very doable. Just got to keep it here. I agree. I mean, you might even see a 3-run home run to win it. Like it's that kind of league. Dude, yeah. North America during the GGC. Yeah, of course. Dude, that GGC was epic, man. I mean, I wish I could get... It's not really about motivation. It's just I wish I could get enough time to do that again. Because I know I said I wanted to do it every 3 years. It's like the Olympics or whatever, but it would be fun to find a way to do it again. I think the reason why I don't and I haven't is just because I want to get in as many seasons as I possibly can. I think 26 might be the time. I think MLB The Show 26 might be the time, guys, where we move this over. I'll just say that. I've been putting my thoughts in. Thought about it long and hard. So I want to get as many seasons as we possibly can with this group of customs and non-customs, and I want to get seeing some of those Hall of Fame entries and stuff like that, like, you know, by year 10, year 12. I want to get that in as much as we can until next spring, until 26 comes out. That free agency, that offseason in 25 was so good. I loved it for the Rockies franchise, which is still going, by the way. Just haven't been able to post anything. I look at the GGBL off seasons, and that's what takes the most time. I feel like we could do a lot with that, with storylines and just putting it onto auto and whatnot. Just put it onto auto. Like, that's the biggest thing, I think. Get it onto auto, let the CPU do it, and then just let us create storylines off of that. You know, trying to manually do everything and manipulate and make it fun and make it interesting, it just takes so much time. I think that's where a lot of people have lost interest, is the amount of work, manual work, and an outsider's view would look at that like you're manipulating things, you know, either in favor of some teams or not in favor of other teams. And yeah, just what they did in the off season with 25 was so cool that I have to do it, you know. I feel like I have to do it. All right, back to the action here. So we had Mikey Porter getting an out, but Barreto is on with a base hit. All right, so here we go. Orlando is back in it. They've got a shot here against Oliver Eller. The only downside to this is that Orlando's got 7, 8, 9 coming up. But their 7, 8, 9 is not the prototypical 7, 8, 9 for most teams. You've got Taj Mahal, Manny Mateo, and Ryan Berger coming up. This lineup is stacked, but they find themselves down by 2 runs. The 0-2 here to Taj Mahal. Already 0 for 2 in this game. Fouls it off. Changeup. Fought through that one. Here's the 0-2 again. Oh! Whoa! No way did he take that. Oh, he did. He did take. Wow. He didn't cross, so the bat head. Look at the bat head. The tip of the bat. It's still on line. He didn't go. Wow. Wow. All right, so he lives to fight another day. We'll see if Oliver Eller tries to trick him again. He did. He went to another slider. Woo. Here we go. What's the call here, Taj? Swung on and missed. He reacted. He reacted to it. I think he was looking there. Tied him up. And Orlando is down to their final out. It's up to Manny Mateo. Already 3 for 3. A perfect 3-fer for Mateo. Swung on and missed. Looking for the fences right there. Oliver, yeah. Oliver. Oh, another strike. Inside, too. Final strike for the Sun Sox. Great season on the ropes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. That is going to not get down. The play in right field is made. That is it. The Blue Sox will defeat the Sun Sox in what should be classified as an upset. The upstart Blue Sox. They don't have a ton of custom players. Orlando is chocked full of them. They were definitely the better team. On paper, but when it came to the final Game 5, Carolina gets it done. Look at the notable players there. Kingston went 3 for 5. Castilla 2 for 4 with a double. Riddle had the 3 RBIs in that 6th inning. And then the 7th inning happened where 4 runs came across thanks to Bones Delgado. And Rico, if you need a reminder of what occurred there, I will show you. Here it is. Bases loaded. They intentionally walked this hitter, Castro, the right fielder, with 1 out. 1 out, bases loaded. They intentionally walked this guy in order to do that. They were looking for a double play ball. And Bones, for the 2nd time in this series, overthrew first base. Yeah, not good. Not good. He should have went to home. He should have went to home. He had the out. He had the easy out right there. And then Barreto could have thrown that to first. He definitely had some time to get the double play. So that scored 3 runs. Then you had another base hit. Get another run up on the board. 4 runs in the 7th inning that cost him the game. So Blue Sox get the win. And so far, guys, that is the, well, just by sheer quantity here, that was the only game we've done tonight. So that currently is the leader in the clubhouse. It is a 2-run margin of victory. So we've got these 2 games left to go. Now, the matchups here on the 12th in the AL. It's going to be tough to make a decision. We've got Willie Nunez for the Jacks, Elliott White for the Swamp Monsters, Milo Carrillo, and Carmen Chacon. So we definitely have to take a look here and see what the best option is for these teams. Right now it looks like it should be Nolan Mitchell. Tillman pitched the other day, but he's been so bad. Like, I don't even, you can't trust him. You can't trust him. So I think they got to go with Nolan Mitchell. And then on the other side, you've got Ihei Jirika that just went against Peterson. So he's not available at all. You do have some good relievers back there, like an Averill, Fry, and Feliz, but I think you got to keep them in that back end. Wagner, 4.54, he's available too, but Jack Riddle and Alberto Lantigua. Lantigua was not good either, guys. 5.98. He hasn't been good at all. But you've also got Jack Riddle, who went 8-13. He also has not been good. So really, I think it just comes down to who's got the better stuff. You know, the K per 9, right, is good for sim, but control, velo, break, all that stuff's good for gameplay. The other stuff's good for sim. I think we got to go with Jack Riddle in this one for Minnesota. That'll be my call. And then you got to go up against Nolan Mitchell for this one. And then while we're doing that, let's take a look at... Shoot, let me go back here. Let's take a look at the other... Let's take a look at the other matchup there. So you got Mitchell and Riddle. And then for Michigan and Vegas, what do we got for these guys? We've got Russell, Bloodworth, and Choi. Wow. Take your pick, huh? Take your pick. Wade Russell went 15-10 with a 3.66. Bloodworth had a 4.32, but he also went 14-9. Choi, 10-13 with a 4.21. I think Michigan's in this position where they might be able to shift whoever's not starting into a bullpen spot, and they might be better off. Now for Vegas, they've got kick steals, so that's definitely who they're going with. I don't think there's anybody else in that rotation that they would even consider for this game. Like, you've got this guy Chacon, Serrato went 15-5 at a 3.8, but I think he might be the guy that you put in the bullpen. Kicks deals 15-5. Yeah, he had a 4.03 ERA, but he is the better pitcher by far. So I think that is that's going to be the route that they go. It's my call there. Christian Gamer says, I have zero faith in the Mallards. Yeah, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. So I think they're going to go with Russell to start. They're going to go with Bloodworth here and Choi there. And they're going to put like Victor Cortez here in the starter role. There you go. So I like it. I think that works for them. There you go. And then in the West, got to get to Vegas. You've got kick steals for Chacon and Serrato in there. And then let's do that right there. I think even Valdez could pitch too. Yep, that works. Okay, here we go. So let me know, guys, which game are you going to want to pick here? I think I am going to put on quick counts for these next two games because that game did kind of take a little longer than I would have liked. Yeah, about an hour. So we really saved by simming those 3 innings. Play 3, sim 3, play 3. We only really saved 20 minutes. So yeah, that's still going to be a 3-hour stream. So I think we're going to put it on quick counts here for the AL side and see where we're at from there. So let me know which game that you want to watch first. You want Michigan, Vegas, or Washington and Minnesota? Let me know. I think I'm going to save a back. No, whoa. Save. I think I'm going to save a backup here. Just in case. All right, so we actually have a tie. Minnesota, Washington, and Michigan, Vegas. I kind of want to do Michigan Vegas, to be honest with you. I think that's just a little bit more interesting here. Vegas has been so close. Michigan has been so close. 101 wins for Las Vegas. They can't seem to put this Michigan Mallards team away, right? So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Winner advances to the ALCS to play either Minnesota or Washington. Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now playing right field, number 26, Kenneth Yamashita.
Remember, guys, play 3, sim 3, play 3.
The third baseman, Taylor.
See, now we're moving. We're moving pretty quick. Like the speed. I think for Kicks Deals, this whole narrative for him is, can he actually win a big game? You know? It seems like that's been his big thing. He hasn't really been in this spot. A playoff chase, like a true playoff chase, he hasn't really been there. All those years with Vancouver. Well, by the way, that's a great play. Great play out there, left field by Dugan. Chinbeard full gold series still on the table, says Sports Gaming Josh. That's actually kind of funny that you say that, because could he actually get a Vegas Carolina? That's his dream matchup right there for sure.
2-1. That's ball 3.
I'm just reading what you guys are saying here. If Vegas wins, he might go ecstatic when he sees this. Christian Gamer says, mine was a pitcher who hit a home run. No Strudwick is still in it. Yeah. Dude, that was amazing. I could not believe I saw that. I had to hold it in as much as I could inside the Discord. I was like, I can't tell him about it. I want to so bad. A pitcher hitting a home run with 0 power. 4 contact, 0 power. Hit a home run. Oh, base hit. That might score that leadoff walk on that. Let's see. Rounding third, headed for home. Yep. Vegas. Sports Gaming Justice. I see why you put him in screenshots now. Who? Oh, De La Cruz? He's money, man. Or who are you talking about? Oh no, Brody Bush! He goes yard! Wade Russell, he's shaking his head. Ouch. Brody Bush with a 2-run homer. And if you're Wade Russell, that's not the location that you want to miss. So look at that. Chinbeard's guy. Again, Brody Bush. Vegas staking out to a 3-0 lead here in the first inning. The Chinbeard Customs running game 5s. Yeah, for sure. That's a line drive out there to center field, but that will be caught. That's a really tough play. Ball's carrying on you. Line drive to center. Those are always tough. Got to make the right read. First step is always back, but you got to trust yourself. That's a deep drive to left. That one's at the wall. Looking up is Navoa. That one's gone. This has been a disastrous start for Wade Russell and the Michigan Mallards. Oh no. Nuggets have come out on fire.
That's ball 2.
You know, thinking about this decision to put Russell in, like, I kind of had a feeling deep down that he was going to struggle. I don't know what it was. Like, he has these games. He has these types of games. But if you put Bloodworth in there, like, he's starting to regress a little bit too.
That's a ball.
How many pitches does Wade have right now?
2 balls, 1 strike.
30.
No.
30 pitches in the first inning. First strikeout for Russell. Like, I can't even really get excited about this right now. 35 pitches in the first inning. I know that a lot of that is due to the quick counts, but man. That's a drive. Smudge is going deep. That one is going to be caught, but just barely. So Bush goes yard. Warren goes yard. And the Nuggets stake out to a 4-0 lead. So top 2, 4-0. Deals can officially get to dealing.
One ball, 2 strikes.
He can keep on dealing, man. Up 4-0. But you know what? This ballpark has always played small. A lot of the AL West stadiums do. The indoor stadiums, like the Burnside Dome and this one here. So if Vegas can do it, Michigan can do it too. That was a really early call by the umpire. Really early call. Hit it hard, but... How in the world? Baldrick Raynell. There you go, Christian Gamer. Base hit for your guy, even though they're down 4-0. How in the world did he make contact with that? We got to get a replay. No way, dude. It was in the other batter's box. How did that bat not break? A lot of check swings tonight for base hits.
At the ball.
He's going, he's going.
Wow. Dude. I mean, you'll take that any way you can get it. If you're Michigan right now, you will take that. But that's crazy. Navoa's going to strike out with 2 strikes put on him in quick counts. But Brian Puckett's up here. Runners on the corners. Got to find a way. Joe Warren toss over to second base, and that is going to do it for Michigan. They put some bad swings on the baseball, but they got the base runners they wanted. They couldn't cash in, though.
The second baseman,
Outside, that's the ball.
If Russell can keep doing that, if he can keep the ball down, like that's the biggest thing for him, with especially with that arm angle, that delivery. If he can keep the ball down, he can move it, he can sink it, he can change it up. Like he'll be effective. It's just when he gets bad, he starts to guide it. Like right there, you know, slider that caught way too much of the plate. If you start trying to guide it, especially with that delivery, you're gonna leave it right there. Very hittable. Yeah, that's how he's gonna be effective. High fastballs, sinkers, and change low, but they gotta be really good sinkers. They gotta be really good changeups. They gotta be enticing. Oh my gosh. See why I don't trust Michigan? Raynell used magic to hit the baseball. Michigan can't even drive him in. They use their one series for free cards. Yep, right. You can be awarded a series for free card. Which one do you want to use it on? The wild card. Okay. Should probably use it when the matchups get harder. Actually, you know what?
One ball.
Phoenix was pretty tough. That was a really tough draw for a wild card. So I can't really fault him for using it there, you know? Nice catch. Kick steals, I forgot that he has a knuckleball. It's so goofy. The guy can throw 95 and then he tosses a 71-mile-an-hour knuckleball up there. Good luck.
That's a ball.
He went.
Did he go?
Pitch count's a little high here for kicks. 53. Got him. 98.
The batter, number 25.
Oh. Just out of the reach of Koo and Yamashita.
Now batting, number 11.
Hey, you know what? Michigan's got a little life right here. They got the 4-hole hitter.
That's ball.
Dalton Jett can run into one for sure. He tends to like to go. I want to see what his. I guess they're not going to tell you. I was wanting to see what his tendency was because it's like every time I watch Dalton Jett, he likes to go to the opposite field. Like that's. It seems to be his tendency is to go the other way. And maybe that's just because they like to throw him away. Low and away, high and away. Yeah, I mean, there you go. It's right back up the middle. He just doesn't seem to pull a lot of baseballs.
Now batting, number 54.
Is that one going to fall too? Oh my gosh. That's 3. Well, yeah, 3 base hits, but 2 hits where it's fallen right in between the infielder and the outfielder. Like really, really close. So you got a 2-2 count here to Baldrick Raynell. He takes this one. He's going to see another pitch. Runners will be on the move, and this might be Michigan's biggest opportunity right here. Raynell's got to come through. He's got to find a way. Mano-y-mano deals in Raynell. That is a ground ball base hit. 2 runs, it should score. Michigan responds.
The batter, number 5.
Hung in there on the cut fastball. Raynell did exactly what you should do. It's textbook.
Ball. That's
75 pitches in the 3rd inning for kicks. Oh, is that one going to fall to? Oh, no! It sneaks right past Warren's glove. It's going to score another run.
he beat it.
Wow. Warren almost kind of gave up on it. He thought it was going to hit the bag or something. Like he gave up and snuck right past his glove. It's now 4-3. So we all thought that Michigan was dead. 4 runs in the 1st inning, and that's all they're going to get. But they do respond. 3 runs here in the 3rd, and Kicks deals might have it. He might have 1 more inning left in him.
The designated hitter, Brody.
75 pitches through 3 innings. 75 plus, I should say.
That ball foul. Ball 4, pitches down.
And of course, after your team gets 3 runs up on the board, you
The first baseman,
ugh,
George Arellano.
give up a leadoff walk. Not good. Nice play there by Dom Taylor, though. It's all right. Bailing your pitcher out just a touch.
third baseman, number 7, Joe Warren.
Warren, ground ball, should be 2. Quick throw to second, back over to first, got him. Russell gets a response inning. There you go. There you go. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, man. All right, so we are now into sim territory, guys. We will go ahead and sim to the next inning. Michigan cannot get it done there. Vegas can't get it done either, so it's still tied up in the inning. Well, what am I talking about? 4-3, Vegas. 4-3. All right, next inning, 5th inning. Let's go. Serrato does come in, ground ball, back-to-back singles, gets a couple Ks. Wade Russell's still out there. He gets through the 5th. And now here we are in the top of the 6th. Serrato fly out, ground out, and a walk. And then a 2-run bomb. Who hit that? No way! What is up with the pitchers? No way! Oh, okay, all right. Whew. Oh, wait, hold on. For a second, I thought it was Lothbrok who hit the 2-run homer. Michigan goes up 5-4 in the top of the 7th. What is that? What is going on with the pitching? With the pitchers hitting? What is this? What is this? Hold on. What is going on? Oh, it's because of John Choi. Choi's the DH, but Lothbrok comes in to hit. He's got a knock. So Mario Mazza hit the 2-run homer. Wow. Mazza hits a 2-run blast. Give them the lead in the 6th inning. 11 knocks for Michigan. We have ourselves a ball game now, boys. It's 5-4. I'm kind of surprised that Lothbrok is holding his own here. 4 contact, 8 contact, 0-0. Discipline 2, vision 5. Yeah. So it gives you a newfound appreciation for what Osmond Strudwick did, doesn't it? All right, Raynell's 3 for 3, looking to tack on another knock.
Ball inside. Count is 3-2.
Well, Raynell's not going to get it done. He will go 3 for 4, at least up until this point. Dude, look at Michigan's offense. They had Raynell and Ipman both 3 for 3. You know, Michigan might be the opposite of like a Richmond. No, you know what? Never mind. No. I guess I don't know. What do you guys think? Here's what I was going to say. Michigan's like the opposite of a Richmond. Like, they, for whatever reason, they can't seem to get over the top, but Richmond did get over the top. They went further. They went farther than Michigan has ever done. But in simulation, they seem like they're really good, right? I mean, they scored all those runs in sim. We'll see what they do here in the top of the 8th, top of the 9th, see if they can extend that lead, score some more runs. But I doubt it. I doubt it. I still think that Vegas is going to find a way to win this game. Like, there's a reason why a lot of you guys don't have faith in the Mallards. I don't blame you. Michigan is like a tiered down Richmond. Yeah, I would say that.
Your attention, please. Now, pitching. Number 4.
One ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Good hustle there from Don Taylor, making the throw across the diamond. We will go to the top of the 8th, Mark Heck. Don't know too much about Mr. Mark Heck. But apparently, based on his numbers, he's pretty decent. So like I said, it's kind of the one thing I'm watching out for here in this top of the 8th is just to see if Michigan's going to respond, if they got that killer instinct in them or not. Score 2 runs here, you go up 7-4. Like, you might be able to put the nail in the coffin there. You should be able to hit Mark Heck, okay? Nobody knows who this guy is. He's a non-custom player. Good take. I don't know how you don't swing at that. I don't know how you don't swing at that. It's a pretty good at bat right here by Novoa. Threw a walk. There you go. Kept fouling pitches off.
Now batting. The right fielder, Ryan Puckett.
Oh no, broken bat. Let it fall, man. They didn't call a infield fly. Let it fall down. You get a double play. That might cost him. Dude, if Galvin hits a 2-run homer right here, that's gonna hurt.
Ball 3.
No, what? Whoa, that was closer than I thought. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, he got him. Wow, he was like a hand short. Just another fingertip short, man. A couple inches. That's all it takes. Just a couple inches. Umpire got it right. Galvin pops it up. Conrad, he's there. He'll make the play. Still a 1-run lead. There for the Mallards. They don't come through. Man, dude, that slider from Binks, that is like his strikeout pitch. And he's been locating it just outside the strike zone with regularity. He's consistent. You gotta look out for that. You gotta watch out for it. And sometimes it's so good that you can't help but swing at it. That's a great play by Galvin. Great play by Galvin. Good defense there for the Mallards. And now you're gonna get Thomas Fox. Now you're in the part of the game for the Mallards where they can dictate these at bats with their pitching staff. Their bullpen. They've got the guns. They've got the arms back here. They got weapons. Sweeney, Fox, Binks, Halbrick. It's loaded. But the problem is, one mistake might lose you the game. So you got to be on it. Full count. That is a base knock. Nothing you could have done out there if you're Novoa. I mean, that ball was scolded. Now you got the former MVP, the 4-hole hitter, George Ariano, at the dish. Swung on and missed at the 97. Here we go. This could be what dictates the game right here. 1-2 pitch. Both for 3 today is Ariano. Swung on and missed. He couldn't hold off that nasty sweeping curve. Nasty, nasty, nasty. I mean, look where this thing broke. Like right out of the hand, right? Right at that batter's eye, right? And then watch where it ends up. Inside of the batter, dude. Like, there's nothing he could have done. It looks like it's, dude, it looks like it's going to be there. Wow, that late break, dude. It looks like it's going to be inside. And then by the time it's there, it's like, oh, shoot. I can't do anything. I'm screwed. That was nasty. That was disgusting. But now we go to the top of the ninth, guys. The thought in the back of the Mallards' mind, especially with the Mallards fans that are out there, the thought in the back of their mind is, it's only a... Look at these nasty sweeping curves, dude. What is this? But if you're a Mallards fan right now, you're probably shaking in real life. You're like, dude, a 1-run lead. We got to get some offense, man. No lead is safe. The pessimism is starting to seep in. You're like, I've seen this story before. Michigan's going to blow it. They're going to lose it. Seriously, I mean, at least for me, that's what I'm thinking. They need at least 1 run right here. They need this thing to get 6-4. Adrian Angeles. Striking out Mazza. Now you got to go get the switch hitter, Dalton Jets. Up 2-1 in the count. Lefty, righty. You got to like Jets odds right here. I mean, I don't really blame him. I don't think he wanted him. You're going to get to Ragnar Lothbrok. And honestly, guys, this is kind of goofy. It is kind of goofy. So I am actually going to take control here, because I think this is just a little goofy right here. You would never see this, okay? You're never gonna see this. So who are you gonna put in here? What do we got here against a lefty? What are you doing? Mazza, Satchel Die, Contact Power. I mean, it should have been John Choi anyway, no matter what. But I think we're gonna. It's the clutch rating, 69. Just maybe a little one for one here. We're gonna do Satchel Die. Pinch hit.
Now coming into pinch hit. Satchel.
Look at that batting stance. Look at that batting stance. Drew a walk anyway, so inconsequential. Maybe. I mean, a pitcher, Ragnar Lothbrok, no discipline, he might have just swung it back.
Number 62.
Now this is a battle right here. Watch this. Baldrick Raynell against Chaz Worthington. This is Christian Gamer's batter against Chinbeard's pitcher. 99. 99 inside corner, and he takes. I think he's got to go right back in there. You got to go back into the kitchen. Swung on and missed. Raynell. They had an opportunity. They had a chance. And now it's going to be up to Reed Hoffman. He was one of those pitchers I forgot about in that back into that Mallard's bullpen. But we got a 1-1 count lefty-righty against Warren, Waylon Stacy, and Yamashita. So you do have two left-handers after Joe Warren. And Michigan is 3 outs away from getting to an ALCS. And it's starting to seep in, man. The doubt is starting to seep in. A 3-1 pitch now to Joe Warren. Popped him up, but it'll go foul. Foul again. He took that pitch. Wow. All right, Dwayne Franks is your pinch runner. He's got some speed. And it'll be up to... Actually, so I called him Dugan. I thought it was Alexander Dugan out there in left field, but it's Waylon Stacy. All right, so lefty. You got Yamashita also right behind Stacy here. Man at first. I'll be watching for him to steal. Hoffman just looking for any kind of out. A strikeout, a pop out. He'll take that. Out number 1 in the bottom of the 9th. You're looking for a double play for the chance at playing for a Gold Series bid in the ALCS. Nuggets down by 1. Oh, they got him picked off. Oh, no. The pinch runner, Franks, is thrown out. Dude, you can't have that. You cannot have that. That is terrible. 2-2. Yamashita fouls it off. Down to their last strike now. Thanks to getting picked off. Down to the last strike. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. The Michigan Mallards will clutch it up and get it done. A divisional series win in Las Vegas. 4 runs in the first inning, scored by Vegas, and it was all that they were going to get. Michigan didn't choke. Wow. Wade Russell, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. You read that right. 5 innings, 8 strikeouts. So you want to talk about a bounce back. He did exactly that. 3 for 4 for Ipman. 2 for 4 for Mazza with a home run. A 2-run home run, by the way. They're in the top of the 6th, and that is what won them this game. They got the lead, and then from then on, 7th, 8th, 9th, they utilized that back into the bullpen. That is a huge strength for them. Starting pitching is a great strength for them, too. And Wade Russell settled it down, man. 4 runs for Vegas in the first inning. They could not find another way to figure out Wade Russell. And the rest is history. So Michigan finds a way. Michigan finds a way. Wow. And with that, I got to go to Michigan's GM goals here because I got to see. Yeah, they've never made it to the ALCS. They missed the playoffs in 25. Lost in the divisional. They've lost in the divisional for 4 straight seasons. So this is the narrative that they continue to choke. They continue to blow it. And all hope seemed lost there in the top of the at the bottom of the first, excuse me. But they got it done. They found a way to do it. So now they await their opponent. It's going to be Michigan or it's going to be Michigan. Yeah, Michigan or Washington, Minnesota. So here we go. Let's do it to it. Nolan Mitchell against Jack Riddle. Now, these guys don't have any DH issues. They got Pringle. They got Pringle. They got Kit Kat and Kit Kat. So these guys are good. All right, let's do it. Quick counts are on. Here we go. One more game, everybody. And we are out of here. Out of the divisional. The wild card and the divisional always take forever. There's a couple things in this series that always take a long time. Actually, the whole series takes forever. What am I talking about? Everything takes a long time, if you think about it. Opening day takes a long time. You got a lot of teams to cover. Custom prospects take forever. Off season. Well, but once we get into the Championship Series and the Gold Series, it doesn't take as long. I think that actually might be the fastest of all the things that we do here. Because there is a lot more simming. And you're only really dealing with one matchup versus 4, you know. Christian Gamer is out. All right, good night. Got to hit the bed. Okay. Got to go to bed. I almost said got to hit the bed. Got to hit the hay. I'm tired too, man, but I gotta get this. I promised you guys a Sunday GGBL, so I gotta get it done. There's so many times that I have all these ideas in my head, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna post it, and blah blah blah, and it just never happens. It's just it's like it's becoming a thing where it's like I'm letting. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Oh yeah, it's posting today, you know. And you guys are probably like, yeah, you know, I'll believe it when I see it. Which I get it. If that's the case, I get it. Brooks, base hit with 2 outs. Giving him a shot. Got some runs up on the board. So right now, the Carolina-Orlando game is not the smallest margin for error. It is Vegas and Michigan with the 1 run. So if you guys guessed Vegas and Michigan as the smallest margin for victory, right now that's the correct answer. So we'll see if Washington, Minnesota does it. I don't think anybody picked Washington, Minnesota, but we will see. Riddle had a nice inning there, only gave up the 1 base hit. I think you take that against a Washington lineup like this. And then we get Nolan Mitchell, who's got a 10+ ERA. Is that right? Is that what that said? Yeah, right there on his card, right by the pitcher. 10.13 ERA. Got a pretty decent K per 9, but the walk per 9 is not good at a 2.25. Not good at all. Actually, no, that is pretty good. Sorry, I'm thinking of whip. Whip. Walks per 9 at 2. That's solid. So the thing with Nolan Mitchell is he just gives up a lot of runs. Guys get on base, gives up a lot of runs. Can't seem to miss bats. It's been shaping up to be a pretty good postseason, though. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it has taken a little bit longer, it's been a fun one for sure. I'd love to see a Minnesota-Michigan ALCS, just so that we know for sure that somebody new is gonna win the Gold Series. Because then you get a Carolina-Atlanta, Minnesota-Michigan. Isn't that kind of cool? That'd be really sweet. Then you know for sure somebody new's going to get it done. Ooh. It's a nice play at short there by Dalton. Dalton Whitaker. Running down the baseline. Too quick. And this is where Mitchell kind of gets into some trouble here. 3-1 to Yoma. Oh, deep drive, but foul. Home run distance, but foul. Popped him up. Brooks is there, makes the catch. Now you get the home run hitter, Abram Grandstaff. Crazy Yoma's in year 6. I still remember him being drafted. Dude, I do too. Yeah. That is actually insane. Season 6 for him. Grandstaff, ground ball off of DJ Taylor. Not in time, too quick. This is what I'm saying. Mitchell he's got a decent K per 9, but doesn't strike out enough batters. That one's going to be popped up. That was a ball, by the way. Killian Murphy, I don't really like that approach right there. You had an opportunity, and you kind of blew that one. So we go to the top of the second. 5, 6, 7 coming up here for Washington. Minnesota fans are obviously just happy that the team is here after years and years of not being able to make the postseason. They finally get here. They get to a divisional series challenge with the Swamp Monsters. And unfortunately for some of these teams, like, you do have to go up against the more experienced club. And I mean, what better way to change your club and your franchise around when you have to play against a team and compete against a team who has won a Gold Series in the last 8 seasons. A lot of the players still here on Washington are former champions. all of the players on Minnesota have not won a championship. And actually, that is actually true. None of the players on the Minnesota Jacks right now have won a championship. So this is a great time, great experience for these guys. They've stuck with their core group. Mason Maxwell, the catcher. Lewis Patel at first. Redmayne, Jamie Lane in the middle infield. Woodrow Seavers out there in left field coming from the New Orleans swing. Grandstaff in center field. It's been one of those organizations that have really decided, like, they've made a conscious effort that they were going to stick with their core group. Through thick and thin, they were going to stick with their guys. It looks like it's paid off until I say that. And an error at third base. Should have been a double play. Perkins going to get credited with that error. Those are some of the plays you got to make. Those are the chances that you give a team like the Swamp Monsters, and they will more than likely cash in. Piper's been hot. He's been piping hot, if you will. 364 in the last 3 games, I think it said. 3 games. Ground ball. There's your double play. Got to have it. Need it. Got to make up for your teammates' error. There it is. Double play ball. Nice job by Patel. Good job at short by Lane, and that'll do it. So next batter up here in the bottom of the second, leading off. 438 for Lewis Patel. 2 bombs over a 1,300 OPS. He has really come into his own as one of the better hitters in this Jacks lineup. 2 home runs in the last episode. There it is. Last game, 3 for 4. 2 bombs, 5 ribbies. Major factor offensively. One of the unsung heroes for this Minnesota Jacks roster. Ground ball here to Salvatore. Makes the play. Both of these guys, kind of similar player profiles. Patel and Mason Maxwell. Both those guys just don't get a lot of love nationally throughout the media coverage, but for Minnesota, everybody loves them. They're hometown heroes for sure. Another little tapper here to the other side, and oh no, what is that? DJ. He didn't need to do that. No, I don't. Maybe. Maybe he needed to do that. I'm not sure. But he wasn't even close, really. Oh, I let it go off of my elbow. No, he had a nut shot. No, more like the thigh shot. Did you take your eye off it? Yeah, he did. He wasn't even looking at it. He was looking at the base. All right, Mason Maxwell, the catcher. Line drive, almost a base knock. That might have scored the run. Maybe not. I think Seavers at least gets the third base. He's got enough speed to get there. But Maxwell, one of the better hitting catchers in the league. There it is. Is that going to fall? It's just fair. Look at that. Ball boy says, I'm not getting that. I'm not touching it. I'm not going to get in trouble. And there it is. So, yeah, if that one did fall, we get the same result. Runners on the corners now. Good approach. Good approach. All right, so here is the third baseman, Bill Perkins, hitting 9th. And even though it didn't cost the Jacks a run, I think you're still going up there thinking you want to make up for that error. Putting your team a little behind the 8 ball here. The 2-2 ground ball should be a double play, and it is. He beat it by just a step. Whitaker and Salvatore, one of the better 1-2 punches up the middle. Oh man, isn't that kind of like, isn't that just karmic? Perkins had a chance to get the double play at third base, and he overthrew second. No double play for him, and then he grounds out into a double play during his at bat. It's just, it's funny to me.
At the ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Douglas Gringo.
Man, guys, I'm dragging right now.
Whitaker.
Dragging a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I'm losing some steam. I'm losing it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. No, he's safe.
Man, dude, all the pickoffs, like, we just throw to the catcher, please. Throw to the batter. Killian Murphy's there. Nice play. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. Still nothing game. 3-hole hitter Baker T. Brooks coming on in. 5 of 17 in the postseason with a home run. Had that hard knock up the middle his first at bat. Swing and a miss. 99. Jack Riddle just bringing the heat. Don't really want to throw him a ball here, but you don't want to be too aggressive, and he throws the screwball. Nasty. That is a nasty pitch. Like 2-2, you got to trust your stuff. 2-2 can make or break an at bat. 2-2, you can strike the guy out. You miss, you go to 3-2, and then that's the payoff, and it's, you just don't want to ever get to 3-2, right? 2-2, you are still in control.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, just foul. Base hit, back up the middle. Look at that. Jamie Lane, leadoff knock. All right, so yet again, when we get into that top of the 4th, we are going to get into sim.
Safe, he's good.
It's been a slow game, guys, to be honest with you. Not really much is happening here. Maybe this is where it breaks open.
Back outside. Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Maybe. There it is. We called it. Yoma. Base hit all the way to the wall. Should score the run. It will. Minnesota takes the lead 1-0. That's got to be a good feeling, especially when you're going to get into sim here in the top of the fourth. Get that 1-0 lead now. Yeah. Josh says, I think sim is going to have a major explosion. I think so too. Oh! Abram! Grandstaff! Make it 3-0, Minnesota. The bib. What? I'm so tired. The bib. The big boppers. That's what I wanted to say. The big boppers. The boppers for the Jacks. Kit Kat and Grandstaff. Now let's see if Killian Murphy can come through. I better be careful on some of these names here. I could get myself in some major trouble. Oh, some of this stuff I could get in some trouble. Never stream when you're exhausted, okay? Not a good idea. The bib boppers. Killian Murphy base hit. That's just the scouting report on Nolan Mitchell, guys. He gives up a lot of runs. Keeps the walks down. Walks are not going to kill you if you don't.
Ball, that's out.
Walks are bad. Don't get me wrong, but like sometimes you got to be. You have to be able to locate purposefully, not going into the strike zone all the time. Base hit, Lewis Patel down the line. I think Killian Murphy's going to round third, head for home. We'll see what he does here. He does. He's headed for home. The slide is safe. Patel taking it where it was pitched, going the other way. And the Jacks have opened this thing up just like I was saying. Maybe this inning's going to cause a blow up. Seaver's hard hit right to Whitaker, and he can't make the play either. So it seems like Mitchell is really, really struggling right now. Maxwell helps him out. Helps him out again. So now Hills, dude, I'm telling you, now Hills. Now here's Bill. Now here's Bill. Now he's got a chance. Perkins has got a chance. He can't get it done. All right. Thank the heavens for the top of the fourth as I can just kind of take a break here. Oh, my God. All right, quick manage, fast forward, inning. K, single, 2-run bomb, and another 2-run homer. Oh, my goodness. Josh called it. He said Sim is going to have a huge blow-up, an explosion. So it looks like... Yeah, I thought the Taylors. No, it must have been Baker T. No. Brooks has already got the hit, so maybe it was Dorman? No, it was probably Salvatore. Either way, somebody hit two-run homers. All right, sixth inning. Here we go. Fly out, ground out, strikeout. Okay, so we are now tied. So after all of that, Minnesota found themselves with a 4-0 lead in that inning. But now we got to go to the game log to see like what the heck happened here. So Grandstaff homered. Yep. Okay. So Dorman. So they had 2 outs. Struck out. Taylor struck out. Salvatore grounded out. Oh, grounded into center for a single. Dorman homered, so that's a 2-run homer. Then Taylor walks. Piper flies out. Scott homers to left. So there's 2-run homers in the same inning. Wow. 2-run homers. And we're now tied 4-4.
Ball, that's down.
Ground ball to Perkins. Make the throw. Just barely. But he does make the throw. Baker T, man, he's tough. He's just tough. He's a tough guy to get out. That should be your double play. There you go. There you go. Good scoop. Good turn. Perkins has got the ball hit to him often in this game, and he's only got the one error, but that one was a good one for the confidence level for sure. Get out of that inning. Let's go to the bottom of the 7th. Tillman is on the mound. 35 pitches up to this point. He is definitely hittable. So the Jacks getting 2, 3, 4 coming up. I kind of like those odds. Patterson does fly out. So now it's going to be up to Kit Kat, who's got a full count here. Drive to right. Just didn't get enough on it. Kit Kat flies out, so they'll be up to Grandstaff. 3 for 3 for Grandstaff. 2 singles, a bomb, and 2 ribbies. Of course, it's the 2-run home run that he hit. So Tillman against Grandstaff. I kind of like the battle here. I think it favors Grandstaff for sure. He is the favorite in a lot of those battles there. Good take. I mean, it wasn't really that competitive from Tillman, but it's still a good take. Like, you can kind of get out of your element here. You can not stay within yourself as a hitter. Hard hit ball here to Whitaker. Makes a nice play. Gloves it. Makes the play at first. That's the end of 7th. We'll go to the top of the 8th with 5, 6, 7. And here's a reminder of who's coming up. Salvatore, Dorman, and Jake Taylor. So some accomplished hitters in the GGBL against Fritz Blackwell. We've got 40 pitches here in the 8th. Easy play at second. Patterson. Oh my God. Oof. Look at this. Look at this. Blackwell's coming on and doing the job right here. But now you got to go get Jake Taylor. He's not easy either. Not hitting very well in the postseason, but he's not easy in gameplay. Wow. Wow. That's all I got to say.
Number 47.
Oh, base knock. Killian Murphy. Okay, this is where it happens, guys. This is where the money is made. Minnesota. You can get a lead right here, right now. Go into the top of the ninth and clinch. Get to the ALCS. Oh, you got to take that. You got to take it, man. You can't be offering it that. Nick Holmes in the MLB postseason. Blue Jays force a Game 7 on the Mariners. Yes, sir. Go Blue Jays. They're actually my number 3 team. They're my number 3. Tigers, Cubs, Blue Jays. Those are my top 3. This is crucial right now for Minnesota. Absolutely crucial. I know you get the bottom of the ninth if you still are losing, you're tied, right? I mean, it's obvious. But don't let it get to that point. Right? You got an opportunity right here, right now. Johnny Redmayne's got some speed. I'm thinking maybe on a 3-2. He doesn't want to lose you, so he's got to give you his best fastball. Maybe get a little runner on the move here. Nope, he gave you a 2-seamer. 92, and he walked you. Ooh, Mason Maxwell. Here you go. 6 for 21 in the postseason. That's good for 285. So he definitely has been hitting the ball. But now in a 3-1 pitch, I mean, what do you do here if you're Tillman? Do you give him a fastball? You can't lose him. You can't get cute with it. He gives him a slider that how do you take that pitch? And now it's bases juiced, guys, for the number 9-hole hitter. It's Billy Perkins. Remember, he made that error earlier in the ball game. He's got a 1-1 count against the very, very hittable Davis Tillman. No, he pops it up. The check swing infield fly. Oh, my God. Why do you do it to me, Bill? All right, that will turn it over here to the top of the order. You've got the leadoff man, the longtime Jack, Jamie Lane. 1 for 4 today. Got a hold of that 2-seamer, but pulled it foul. Wow. 1-2. Tillman to Lane. It is a ground ball right back to Piper, the first baseman. Makes the backhanded play. Tillman's fired up. Jacks with 12 hits in this one, and they have not been able to get more than those 4 runs that they got in the 3rd inning. And it was like as soon as they scored the 4, Washington came back and scored a response 4. Ouch. Bases loaded with 1 out, and they could not cash in. Here's a drive by Piper out there to right field, but Johnny Redmayne playing out there, patrolling it well. Normally a shortstop, but he can play outfield a little bit. Fritz Blackwell is still out there. Interesting call here by the managers for both teams, leaving their long relievers in. Blackwell's still out there. Tillman's out there with 80-plus pitches. It's like, I guess in the winner-take-all spot, you're not wanting to lose your high-leverage relievers, but now it's getting dicey. Robert Scott, the 9-hole hitter, he's got a home run in this one. 2-run home run, and now he's got the 1-out double. And Washington's got an opportunity here, a big opportunity. They're going for 3rd. Here comes the throw down from Maxwell. Not going to be in time. He is safe. And all you need now is just to put the ball in play. Fly ball gets him in. Ground ball probably gets them in unless they are playing in, which I would think that you want to be playing in right here. Wow, foul tip. And held onto by Maxwell. We'll get the replay on it. We'll see if it was tipped. It sounded like it was. Nope, he never even came close. He was way late. Huge strikeout there for Blackwell. But now you got to get Whitaker, and he usually comes up in the clutch. A lot of big home runs from this guy, a lot of power from this guy. He's definitely no slouch. Ground ball. Oh, got to get the throw off. No. Perkins tried to save the... he tried to save the ball from getting in the outfield, but it cost him. Hit off the glove. Guys going on contact. That's the tough part about 2 outs and on contact, guys. You know that the runner's on the move, and now Washington takes the lead in the final inning of this game. Minnesota's hopes may just be dashed. It's actually amazing to me that they're leaving Blackwell in the game right now. Like, you're losing. You need to get this out really, really badly. Got him. All right, Minnesota, this is your last chance. This is your season, boys. And you've luckily got the middle of the order here coming up. Patterson, Kit Kat, and Grandstaff. Here we go. Going up against Woody Getz. Only one blown save in the postseason. 4 games pitched. They've all been save opportunities, so... we'll see what the Jacks got in, and they got 2, 3, 4 coming up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, wow. How did he not go? I have no idea. But this is huge. I mean, Patterson's got to be ready. Oh, I popped him up. Popped him up. 2 outs left to get 1 little run. This is a big battle right here. Getz against Yoma Kit Kat.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 takes it high. Three-two again. Kit Kat drive to right, but again, not enough. He's had 2 pitches, 2 bits of contact in this game. There was an inside pitch that he could do nothing with. Got some good wood on it, but it just wasn't enough. So it will be up to Grandstaff. 3 for 4 with a 2-run homer in this game. He's got a 2-1 count, but now a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. High and up, and Grandstaff can't hold up. So down to their final strike are the Jacks. Here it comes, 2-2. Foul ball, curveball. Off the catcher's gear of Jake Taylor. 2-2 pitch. Deep drive to center field, and that is going to do it. As long as this catch is made, and it is. Scott makes the grab, and that is it. The Swamp Monsters will finish it off. The Jacks had an incredible year. They finally get to the postseason. Gave their fans a memorable season, one that they're going to remember for a long time. This franchise had been struggling in this series for quite a while, and they finally get here to the postseason. They got a tough matchup, though, against the Swamp Monsters team that, of course, a lot of those players, like I mentioned, are still on this team that won it back in season number 1, which was, again, 7 seasons ago. So they're no slouches, man. They've got some competent, good baseball players. It's one of the better GGBL franchises in the history of the league, not just through the gameplay aspect, but through canon. And, yeah, Minnesota's just that team that's just got to learn how to win in those clutch spots. And, you know, you look back to that moment where they had bases loaded against Davis Tillman, right? You got to come through against that guy. He pitched in the other game that we just saw with Minnesota Washington in Game 4, and he struggled. So he's definitely hittable. He was around the strike zone often, and some of those balls, like the balls that he threw off the zone, off the strike zone, it's a testament to the Minnesota Jacks hitters for not offering at it. But at the same time, when you're given those opportunities, a lot of, walks, miscues, you got to be able to capitalize, and they just didn't do it. So that they're going to learn from that. You got to come through bases loaded with 1 out, and the fact that they didn't, I think that's probably what lost them the game. But hats off to the Swamp Monsters. They officially move on now to the ALCS to take on the Michigan Mallards, and we can go ahead and get to the 13th. There's one game here on the 13th. It is the Carolina Blue Sox against the Atlanta Sting. So the only scenario where a non-newbie, if you will, for gameplay purposes, will get to the Gold Series is if Washington doesn't make it. If Washington gets to the Gold Series, there's a chance that they can win it, right? And tack on number 2. Tack on 2 Gold Series in this series that they've won it, right? I'm losing my train of thought. But the point being, Michigan's never been there. Carolina's never been there. Atlanta's never been there in this series on YouTube. Canon, I'd have to go back and look. I think Christian Gamer actually put it in the live chat if you scroll on back and see how many times that these franchises have made it here. But me personally, I would love to see a Michigan Atlanta Gold Series. I think that would be really fun. Michigan Carolina would be interesting, to say the least. Not something that I would have ever expected. But, Washington, I don't know if I would consider them the favorite here, but this is a team that has been battle-tested. They've been battle-tested. They've been proven. They've got the experience of the postseason. And, going down to the wire, facing elimination, and then finding a way to pull it off is not something that you can take lightly. Like, they took Pittsburgh down to the wire there in that wild card series, first to 2, first to 3 in the ALDS. We just saw that, right? I mean, they faced elimination often in this postseason run. And the fact now that they got to go up against a good team like Michigan, I still think Michigan's going to win. I just don't think Washington has the amount of pitching that Michigan has from the starter aspect and the bullpen aspect, and even in the back end of the bullpen. I think Michigan has their number in regards to that. But as far as like offense goes, Washington's a really sneaky offensive team. And, when you look at their roster, you're not looking at it like, ooh, it's something scary. But you know what? They complement. Their players complement each other well in that lineup. And I think, they might surprise. It really is going to be a battle of Michigan's pitching versus Washington's offense. And that's kind of would be my preview. Now, for Carolina and Atlanta, they obviously have a lot of history together from playing each other in the NL East and duking it out for positioning there. Unfortunately for Carolina, they didn't have as good of a season compared to sorry, they were both wildcard teams. Crazy, right? Carolina was the 4 seed, Atlanta was the 6 seed. Orlando, that's who I'm confusing. Orlando was the 1 seed. So they definitely had it better. But if we go back and we look at that NL East, Blue Sox 90 wins, Sting 85 wins. So they were 5 games better than the Sting. The Sting, the game still likes them really well. They're 4th ranked, 5th in contact. They're top 10 in everything other than defense and speed. The Blue Sox are the complete opposite. They're top 5 in defense and speed. So that just kind of shows you the strengths and the weaknesses of each team. So I'm kind of anticipating a little bit of that matchup, the strengths and weaknesses. We just talked about Michigan having the pitching, Washington having the offense. Atlanta has the hitting, has the name recognition, has the name brand with all those custom players. Carolina doesn't. They're more of that speedy defensive. They got some good pitching in there with Cheltenham and Roby and Nettles. Like, that's their game. That's their style. Defense, pitching, timely hitting. There was a comment a little while ago that was basically like Carolina seems like they're the Richmond 2.0. I would agree with that. I think I would agree with that, especially because they've got 2 former Richmond good boy players, Darius Wilson and Kingston Mondeser. But yeah, Atlanta's more that team that's just going to try to outslug you, outpower you, out offense you, and Carolina's just got that pitching aspect. So, yeah, if you want my pick, I would love to see an Atlanta and Michigan matchup because again, you get that pitching versus the offense, the juggernaut offense. But Michigan Carolina might be cool too because then you have 2 teams with really, really good and deep staffs and bullpens. So I personally don't want to see Washington get into the Gold Series. I'm not, obviously, I just let the sim be the sim be the sim. It's kind of like my mantra. I'm not going to force anything to happen. Otherwise, what's the point? It's cheating. What was the word here? Conspiratorial, right? There's conspiracy. It's just not a good look, right? It's not a good look if you're conspiring, right? That's the word. Conspiracy, conspiring. Yeah. But that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a Michigan Gold Series appearance. And if Carolina gets there, that's fine. That's great. But I'd really like to see Atlanta. That's kind of my spin on it. But guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Enjoy the rest of, well, it is Monday technically. So enjoy the rest of your week. If you guys work, if you guys go to college, go to school, whatever it is that you guys are doing, give it your all, give it your best, right? That'd be my motivational piece for the rest of the night here. Give it your all, give it your best, give it your hard-earned day. And I'll see you guys at the end of the week for more GGBL. I'll try to get some more games recorded and edited up for this championship series. As you guys know, Game 2s are simulated. So we'll get Game 1s played, and then Game 2s will be simmed. I will probably be adjusting some of these pitching matchups because a lot of this stuff, again, guys are healthy. Guys are ready to go. But it does need a rework and a reshuffle. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me here tonight. More GGBL action coming next weekend. As always, thank you for watching, and peace.